Hi, and welcome to the Street Podcast. I'm your host, Masida, Gasiano, and this happens to be the first episode of the Street Podcast in 2024. And today we are excited because we are going to be interviewing an influential person, a person who's known by many here in the Eastern Province, of course, even outside Eastern Province. So we are going to be interviewing none other than Lucy Grant Phiri. Let's go. Hi, and you're watching the Street Podcast. I'm your host, Masida Gasiano, and right now we are at the Lucy Grant Foundation. Like I said earlier, that we're going to be the CEO of the Lucy Grant Foundation. Hi, Lucy. How are you? I don't know, people find it difficult to actually call you. Are you Lucy or Ruth?
I'm both, actually. I'm both Ruth and Ruth. That will be explained.
Yeah. Welcome to Street Podcast.
Thank you so much.
How are you? How have you been?
I've been okay. Can't complain. Moving up and down. Pushing things.
Okay.
But yeah, doing fine generally.
Okay. So without wasting much of time, can you explain who Lucy Grant is? Of course, introducing yourself first.
So basically, Ruth Grant Phiri is a born and bred of Chipata.
Okay.
I've done my school here from grade 1 up to grade 12. Went to the University of Zambia where I did adult education. From there, I came back to Chipata. Inside my first job actually at High School Training Institute as a lecturer for ABMA course. From there, someone recommended me to work for DMI Institution to lecture psychology and management programs. So I started working both at High School and DMI. Whilst at DMI, was recommended again by my former research supervisor inside working for that. So literally, I have this background of a lecturer and also had to get into research. So I found myself working with non-governmental organizations that are into research. I got tired of lecturing at some point. That is after 9 years of being in my lecturing. Within those 9 years, I got tired. Then I said, let me go back to school. I went back to the University of Zambia to do my master's in gender studies this time around. And that was 2018, 2019. Then I came back, continued with the work as usual. And of course, I got bored with doing the community week every now and then. I needed to refresh my mind. And had to another master's in public admin, in leadership and governance. In fact, what motivated me to do a master's in leadership and governance is because of the project that we were implementing then as Lucy Grant Foundation, a project which was being implemented in collaboration with the Danish Minority Center for Human Rights and Development, funded by Danish government. It required engaging young women in civic participation in Chipata districts because of the fact that it was realized out of all the 11 wards in Chipata, because Chipata has got, district has got Wangeni constituency and Chipata constituency. So we have altogether the two constituencies, the wards are 11. And in these 11 wards, there is only one female councillor and the rest are actually male. And then in these ward development committees, you find there are only two so far wards that have females. And in this case, those females are actually not even youths as well. But we have a lot of male youths in these WDCs. So there isn't much of female representation in these governance issues and the decision-making tables. That is what prompted the implementation of the project called Facilitating Young Women's Civic Participation in Chipata, because we believe as Lucy Grant Foundation that any sustainable development requires both genders to be actively involved in the process of attaining their development. So basically, that is what prompted me to go and do my master's in leadership and governance. So away from that, Ruth Grant Phiri is actually a gender activist, believing so much in ensuring that development should attract both the male and the female, unlike one gender disadvantaging the other or one gender not being involved in the development process. So yes, I'm a gender activist by profession and also by passion.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because I know some activism it's because of the passion, but of course my activism is because I'm a trained gender activist, you know, at master's level, as well as the passion through from childhood level. Then I do a lot of humanitarian work. The humanitarian work is literally full-time passion. I want to believe the passion is because of the fact that I was nurtured and nurtured in a home that giving should be the daily activity of a human being, and the giving should not literally just be to your relatives, but you should have a mindset of ubuntu, humility. You don't need to be related to that particular person, but if you see a need of reaching out, you help out to those people. So literally, I'm a gender activist. I'm an adult educator. I'm a lecturer. I'm a researcher, and I love reading actually. I love reading books. I don't like feeling ignorant, illiterate. You know that sometimes when you're with colleagues and they're discussing something, and you feel like you totally know nothing about it. So yes, I'm a prolific writer, a reader. I read a lot. I research a lot. I love acquisition of knowledge. Hence me being everywhere, trying to read this book, read that, to engage in this activity and the like. Yes, and of course, I'm also an award winner of 2020 Manakazi Okongola Awards under the social impact category, and all that is because of the humanitarian work that I've been doing for a long period of time. I found myself being nominated and ended up being a I'm also a nominee for Humanitarian Awards Global. Humanitarian Awards Global is Kenyan awards. Actually, they are based in Kenya. Been nominated actually 3 times, and our foundation, Lucy Grant Foundation, has been nominated once in the Humanitarian Awards Global in Kenya. And of course, I've been a nominee of Mape Awards. Mape is actually Zambian, who was based in the US. Unfortunately, we lost him last year, but the awards have continued because of the legacy that actually he has left. Then away from that, I'm actually the president for Lucy Grant Foundation, which is a local non-governmental organization whose offices are in Chipata and also Kitwe and Ndhlovu.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So, what is brief about
Okay, all right. So, well explained actually. So maybe there are people out there who would want to know a little bit about your family background. Yeah, so maybe you can explain a bit.
So my family background, we are 6 in our family.
Okay.
My father is late. He was a well-known mechanic in the province.
Oh, okay.
He used to be known by Grand. That's where Ruth Grand is coming from.
Oh, okay.
All my siblings, they use my father's name, Grand.
Okay.
So my father was a well-known mechanic in the province. and he was very good at his work. I'm the last born.
Oh.
And my mother is a retired grades teacher. She actually just turned.
She stays with
70.
you?
Yes, my mother is actually in Chibata, stays in Kapata, Chibata.
Oh.
That's actually where I grew up from.
Oh.
She's still there, very strong. She just turned 73. That is 2 days ago. Yeah, and what else? Yeah, so my siblings are scattered everywhere. Yeah, some brother in Lusaka, some in Mambwe, and some in Chibata.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is usually about my family. My family of origin. I also have a family, a procreation family. Yeah, so my procreation family, I'm actually Mrs. Kamenda.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm Mrs. Kamenda. My husband works for University of Zambia. I've got 3 children.
Okay.
1 girl and 2 boys. Yeah, and of course, currently he was transferred back to Lusaka. So he's currently back working from main campus University of Zambia. He works for yes.
So, okay. So now we want to know about, maybe you can tell us more about the foundation itself. So you tell us what made you to come up with the foundation, or maybe you were employed, something like that. And what is it all about?
Okay, so Lucy Grant Foundation started as a movement.
Okay.
Yes, so we started as a movement that was in 2013. A movement was called Empowered Women, Empower Women.
Okay.
So we are saying, let those women that are empowered be able to empower other women.
Okay.
Because we believe women can pull each other towards success. Look, I personally do not believe that women don't work together. No. It's someone somewhere who coined this, and it has been instilled in some women that have come to believe that, and they generally want to think for sure women don't know how to support each other. No. For me, the experience has been different. From that movement, we had different women that are relatively doing okay financially or otherwise, academically and the like, that we are able to come on board and donate different things, what from money, material, and the like, that we could literally bless other women with to start up some business for those that want to go back to school, the victims of gender-based violence, the victims of rape, defilement, and the like. So it's literally women who know how to appreciate the challenges other women are experiencing and helping them to come out from those problems. Because we believe, I believe, it is our responsibility to give back to the community. So the giving back to the community is organizing ourselves and finding a way of helping somebody in the community. Because the situation here is, government cannot contain each and every citizen in its program. In this case, let's say, for example, or empowerment. We hear of youth empowerment, women empowerment, but does it go to all the youth and the women? No. But we've been raised by the community, and therefore we created a platform in which we can give back to the community. Hence the Empowered Women, Empower Women. So initially we were actually the 4 of us, me and the 3 other colleagues. Years down the line, it must have been, I think, 2019, one of the girls, the ladies on the team, was transferred to the Copper Belt. That's the reason why we have an office in the Copper Belt. Was transferred to the Copper Belt. She's in the civil service, and the other one had to travel for some time to Malawi. Then the other one didn't have much of an interest. You know, it's not everybody who can have so much interest in Nigeria. Even if you bring some people on board, to help them understand, but their interest is somewhere else. So it's not everybody that you can go through with until a stage where you say, here we are now. Some people fall off along the way. Such is life as we are pushing the goals. So that itself made the empower women to have less activities. But regardless of that speed, this one has been saying this side, this side. I literally continued from the end with the help of other people on the ground. And they could also do it remotely, providing support remotely. So with pass of time, we realized working as a movement has got its own limitations and challenges. Why not coming up with an institution? One, for legacy. Two, to continue providing the service to the community in a more organized manner. Hence, the registration of Lucy Grant Foundation. Yeah, so Lucy Grant Foundation was not just started by I, because they are my names that are here. But it was started with my colleagues, with the support of my colleagues. Yeah, so that is how Lucy Grant Foundation actually started. So with Lucy Grant Foundation, we provide first the educational sponsor. So we've got a lot of pupils from grade this time around up to grade 12 that we are supporting, and the support is being done in collaboration with other wishes. One of them is Titanize Health Organization, which is a USA-based organization. So this organization is actually comprised of Zambians that are living in the diaspora. Now here is an interesting part. The organization was established because of the existence of Lucy Grant Foundation. So this Zambian in the diaspora said, I've seen on Facebook you posted a child in need of help. I want to help out. It was my Facebook. But I think I have a friend who I tagged, and she is a friend to that person. That's why she was able to see my post. That's how she sent the money. And when that thing was delivered, we gave the report. So this is the situation. When you're doing charity work, you do it mostly with the help of the well-wishers. The well-wishers needs to see where their support is going. A report is supposed to be given to them. People need confidence in someone that they are sending help through. They need social accountability, transparency. So we wrote back to them how everything was procured, delivered, that report is sent. And she said, you know what? I want to adopt this tool so that I can support you. I said, well, what is a good idea? The next thing she says, I've seen you posted, I think 6 children. Yeah. They want school necessities. I said, yes. But these children, they've never been to school actually. They haven't been going to school. This is when they will need to start. They haven't even done their early childhood education. So they said, okay, you just come up with their needs. And they like, you let me know. And I had to literally look for a school from the start. I thank God this head teacher at Ndhlovu primary was so good that she said, no problem, they can come. Because these are the children of the parents that are living with different disabilities. So they're very vulnerable. And the school, which is near to their community, it is Ruth. And this woman was very generous enough that she took all of them, 6 at once, and the other 2 who were older. So altogether from one community, there were actually 9 that she started sponsoring. And she engaged other friends. She said, this is, how we can give back to Zambia. And like, there's always this notion that when people go for greener pastures, they forget where they're coming from. But this is a group that has been very instrumental. It's been 5 years now that I was supporting our children back home. So because of that, then they say, okay, I think we are doing things in a haphazard way. How best can we have ourselves organized so that more people can come on board? They bring in money together and then they send it back to the Lucy Grant Foundation. Then we deliver the goods. That's when the suggestion of, you can come up with a group. That's how they came up with that group. They started meeting, agreeing on terms and conditions in that group. And they decided to register. So it was registered as a result of Lucy Grant Foundation. And it should be a clear way of, coordinating and the partnership. So we've got different partners that are helping us. Then we have the MOUs with a few universities that we've been working with for a long period of time. And these are the universities that we strike a deal with them to give opportunities to our vulnerable youths in the Eastern Province, so that they can also have an access to education, which is tertiary education. So here was, for example, the common one that we have actually been working closely is Supershine University, because our argument was Eastern Province is a hub of agriculture. So most of the children are children of farmers who are subsisting farmers. So they cannot manage going to the University of Zambia where they're expected to pay from 3,000 schools. An assistant farmer just finds money once in a year. And you find sometimes, the harvest is not all that good. So when you go through around the communities, you realize a child got 6 points and he's just in the village, totally doing nothing because they don't have one opportunities, two, they don't have the information on how to go about accessing, these universities. That is how we had to strike a deal with Supershine University to begin providing support to students.
Okay, before we go to Supershine University, there's a notion out there that Lucy Grant Foundation is all about women, helping women. Is it the truth, or also you can as well help men?
So Lucy Grant Foundation is a women and girls biased foundation.
Right.
That one we very much agree. It is a women biased, girls biased organization. Much of our work is promoting women's and girls' affairs. But when it comes to educational sponsorship, men are included. Youth sponsorship, men are included. When it comes to issues of GPV, men are included. But mostly our work is around women, and women.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So I think people are now clear out there, because there was someone who was actually asking me to say, am I also will I also be able to get a bursary if I go to Lucy Grant Foundation?
And the nice thing about this bursary, the funny thing is, that most of the students that are on our scholarship, right, it's the men. We try to push the women and the girls.
Women don't
but the
understand.
ones that are literally on our list, 3/4 of them, it's the men. It's these young ones. Yes, not the female. It's literally the men. Of course, women have got their own challenges, and that we can take the whole day me trying to explain to you what the challenges are and why they're not accessing this education, regardless of the opportunity. But the majority, I can assure you, when it comes to education sponsorship, it's actually the men. It's the boys. For secondary school and primary school, it's usually the boys.
Okay.
With few girls. For university education, more of the boys, very few girls. That has actually been a situation and a challenge at some point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so is Lucy Grant Foundation only affiliated to Supershine University, not any other university?
No, so Lucy Grant Foundation has been working with Blocks University.
Okay.
Yes. We've been working with Robert Makassar University. It's only that with Supershine University, the students pay very less. And we provide much of their help in terms of the school fees. So literally, most of them, they're on 100% scholarship. So they weigh, if I go this side, we only have an MOU with them just maybe for 50% scholarship. They go to Supershine, we have MOU that allows 100% scholarship. So which one is comfortable? they prefer where there is 100% cost. Because they will just pay about 1,480 hotel. That's it. Yeah.
Okay, so we are still talking to Lucy Grant. I wanted to say Lucy Grant Foundation. We are still talking to Lucy Grant. We are here at Lucy Grant Foundation, and of course, you are watching Street Podcast. And I wanted to ask you about, you mentioned before you were a gender activist.
Yes.
So what do you deal in, or what cases do you actually handle?
Okay, so mostly it's the promotion of involvement of both genders in the developmental process, one. Secondly, advocating for end of child marriages. Eastern Province literally makes this headline of a lot of child marriages, teen pregnancies, dropout rates and the like. So we advocate for end of these child marriages. So it's not really just for the issue of advocacy, we also do lobbying by engaging with the traditional leadership that the bylaws that they create in their chiefdom should be the ones that should stop these child marriages. And we've seen with the chiefs that we are working with that have literally established bylaws that say no to marrying off a child, at this age, because it is against the constitution, which is Zambian law, and against the chiefdom laws. We also deal with the cases of gender-based violence. So the gender does not mean women.
I wanted you to be very
exactly. There's this notion every time you mention about gender, people are championing the women. No, it's not women-based violence.
So
it's
even
the gender-based
even
violence.
when the men get beaten badly by their wives, they can come and report.
They actually come here, and we have those issues resolved, and also refer them to our partners like the victims community, the police, the legal aid board, the women's clinic, the GBV one-stop center. Because we are not working in silos, we are working in partnership with other partners that are dealing with such kind of. So gender-based violence meaning both men and women. We have cases here where men have come and literally complain, and we facilitate the process. And the law literally will do it. And then we have situations, of course, where you find at a certain point, because of the system that is not fair, men tend not to want to push for such cases, because somebody will say, "You're a man, how can you be beaten?"
Exactly.
I think there's just a problem. Are you a man? And there's too much negativity around a man's rights being violated by a woman. You see that. But there are women that really make the men suffer in their own hands. There are women that can make a woman literally fail to sleep with both eyes closed. A man who is literally very afraid to knock off and go back home because he knows where I'm going. That is where hell is.
Yeah.
There are those men that would prefer being at work from 6 to 6 and delay to go home, because the one who is at home actually is more of a predator and the man is a prey. But because society is so unjust on men as well, they continue to champion the women agenda at the expense of the rights of the men that are being violated by the women themselves. So society has got a way of always wanting to portray as women are more vulnerable. Hence, they cannot violate the rights of the men. But because of that notion, there are women that are very crooked, very treachery, that they will literally play victim when they are the ones who are the perpetrators of this violence and violation of the rights of the men. We have professionals here that know how to identify who is the perpetrator here and who is the prey. And we literally collaborate with other partners to deal with such kind of issues. We receive cases as far as chiefdoms like in Kasinengwa, Chibangali, in Chama, in Petauke, in Nimba. We receive those cases on a daily basis that we review and follow.
Oh, well, I think we've spoken much, we've talked much about the Lucy Brown Foundation, and we're going to the Women's Award, and of course, we can't shut out from the Lucy Brown Foundation because it's actually the one that is sponsoring the same event, I mean, the same awards. So, what made you to actually come out with such an event?
So basically, Women Awards from women. It's literally an initiative that is trying to appreciate the different efforts and works that women are doing in their communities. You know, when you look around, women are doing a lot of activities, they are giving a lot of service to the community, but we tend to give a blind eye to them. So we decided to say, let's not appreciate people when they are gone. Let's recognize them, identify them, and appreciate them when they're still alive. Hence, their initiative to appreciate and celebrate the activities that they're doing, the services that they're providing to the community. Because in the activities that they are doing, they are pushing the governmental idea of Eastern Province to move further. So in this case, we have different categories. From HIV/AIDS, mental health advocacy, we have child protection, we have child education advocacy, we have issues of being able to see those and they had working civil servants. There's this notion that civil servants are very lazy, but we believe that civil servants are really hard work. They're putting in a lot of the work and they're doing. Why not appreciate? Yeah, we have good matrons, Alangizi, that know how to prepare couples for marriages. We've seen them doing their work a long period of time in their activity. Why not celebrate it? We've got those marketeers that we've seen in these local markets that have literally nurtured their children, fed their children, clothed them, take them to schools, take them to colleges, universities, just by selling red tomato, carpenter beans at the market. Why are we giving a blind eye to someone? Appreciate them for the efforts that they're putting in their way and their life. So this is basically a history or an idea behind the Women's Award. We are celebrating exceptional women. Why exceptional? Because what they are doing these are unique activities. And we need to motivate them to even do more by awarding their efforts so that they are inspired. There are people at some point they feel, why am I even doing this? Why should I be talking about HIV/AIDS? Why should I be talking about GBV? But I'm tired also talking about this because the more I talk about GBV, the more the cases are going up and like, so why should I talk about it? Let me just stop. It's none of my business about my own life and the like. But they have this resilience that we're talking about is advocating, making the society aware. And we are saying, why not appreciating their efforts? Why not giving them their roses whilst they can still smell them? Why not making them get motivated to even do more? Why not awarding these so that those others can actually also think of getting involved in such activities? The more we get involved, the more we push the development of our province. That's the reason why you find the awards are consisting of nominees from all the districts we have in Eastern Province, inclusive of the guest speakers are actually from within the province. The master, the MC is actually somebody who is local. Everybody else that is participating in there is literally somebody from within the province. We want to celebrate people within. We are seeing them doing these activities. We are promoting local. We are rewarding local. We are celebrating local so that the local can take it international. That's the whole essence actually.
Okay, so maybe you can tell us what people expect at the awards.
So people should expect a lot of exciting, moments. They should expect to go back to their places very reformed, emancipated people, because we'll be having a conference that will have different speakers that will talk about different things that affect each and every human being in our daily living. We have people that will remind us how to put our thoughts into economic way that we are able to actually monetize the way we think. We have events where our own local designers will come and showcase, what they are designing. There's this tendency of looking at issues of, designing and the like to be an international thing, and the like. We have our own local designers who will be coming to showcase their work. By the way, I'll be one of the models. So yes. Wow. You don't need to miss this, but I'll be actually one of the models. When I was in school, I had that small body. Yeah. I used to do a lot of modeling, but I've told myself, 2024 is a year of investing in oneself. I'm trying to invest in myself. Yes. I'm going back to that feeling that I used to have of, I'm still there. You can't anymore. So I'll be one of the models. You just need to come and witness this. And of course, we'll have now the giving out of the awards. Okay. Yes. And then we have a surprise for the nominees. Okay. If you are a nominee, get this right. Yes, I'm talking to you. If you are a nominee, please make sure you attend. Whether you doubt yourself that you won or not, you cannot miss this as a nominee. You need to come.
That's being nominated itself.
Being nominated itself, you need to come. We have a surprise for all the nominees, actually. Wow. Secondly, we need you men. It's not just about the women. Exactly. The awards are for the women, but the event is both for the women and the men. You cannot afford to miss out this. In fact, it is a good startup Valentine's package for you as couples to come and listen and participate, because this is a networking event. It's a year of investing in oneself. Come and network with people, create synergies, come and showcase yourself as a brand and also the services that you are providing to the people that you come and interact with. Interact with people to market yourself, to market your services, your products. That way, even your business will grow bigger.
Yeah. And the tickets?
So the tickets are available at Lucy Grant Foundation in room 106 at NAPSA building. The one we used to call NPF way back. Yes, it's a Provident House. Yes. So at NAPSA building in room 106, come, you get your ticket. It's only 200 kwacha. Mukamisa, izanu izotaka chizakwipira. If you want your year to go smoothly, and at the end of the year to look back and say, hey, yes, I achieved my resolutions. This is an event that you need to attend. You can't really just miss it.
You heard it for yourself. We have been talking to Lucy Grant, and we are actually come from this program. But before that, maybe you can tell them, you can say your last words to the listeners.
So to the listeners, I want to urge you all, mostly to come for the awards. It's a full package. I mean a full package. The knowledge that you can get in a university by paying thousands, you will be able to pay just a 200 kwacha and get that vast knowledge and information on 27th of January 2024, which is on a Saturday. It's Nyamthins. We are looking forward to seeing you there. And hey, we have a huge package for our men in Eastern Province to be announced soon. So the time that it will start is 13:30 until 17:30. We are done. Conducive time for everyone else to come and interact.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, or for spending time with us on the Street Podcast. Okay, so it has been your girl Masida Gasiano on Street Podcast. Until next time, it's bye bye.
Don't move, eh?